Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop, and yet again we've got can you call it a refurb or no? It's more just a bargain buy. This one.
Together.
So at the local swap meet that we went to last week,
Something like
recently anyway, we went there with the intention of picking up something cheap, cheerful, just to have a bit of fun with. If I remember, I'll put a video up in the corner to last year's.
Yep.
I'm not even going to say bargain because it wasn't even a bargain. It
was a bargain. It just didn't last very long.
Yeah, it was 20 quid and it didn't last very long, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
So the intention this time was to go to the swap meet and pick up something cheap and cheerful that might last us a bit longer and have a bit more fun with. And this is it. Blackhorse TravelAir. Been around for years. I don't know how many years, but they have been around for years. They're good aeroplanes. And you pick this up for
40 quid.
40 quid. It's got an electric motor in it, it's got a speed controller in it, it's got servos in it, and it's got a minor covering damage on the tailplane that we found so far. But other than that, it's exactly as you see it. Yeah, it's got some hanger rash, but nothing major. So we're going to give it a look over, just quickly, just now. And then we'll probably put you onto time lapse while Ewan sets it up, goes through it, sorts it out, does his thing to it, because you don't need to sit in real time watching that. So yeah, we've got a electric motor on the front. I don't actually know what size of prop it is. Did you measure it at all?
No.
Do you want to grab that seal rule there and just see how...
Probably an 11 something. Yeah, 11.7.
That's a 12-inch prop.
No, it's 12.
So we've got a 12-inch prop. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because there's no indications at all. There's no markings, no nothing on this motor to give us any idea as to what it is. There's quite a hefty, chunky speed controller in there. But again, don't know what it is. And I noticed at the time, there's actually like a wire lead for the batteries, so they're running two batteries in parallel. Does it say anything on it?
60 amp. 5 something. Can you see it? Then
I can see.
down the bottom it says 60 amp.
Yeah, but that's written in Sharpie, so...
50.
Anyway, I'm actually not too worried about it, because if it melts or blows up, hey,
Yeah.
it's not the end of the world. One thing I'm looking at, I'm wondering if they've used smaller batteries to use the tank bay. Maybe like 2200s or something, instead of a bigger 3S pack. So I'm guessing it's 3S.
That's actually 60.
Yeah, well, you can get bigger. You can get 4S on 60s, but
Yeah, 4 different rolls.
I think we're going to try it on 3S first and see what happens. Because I reckon we can get two 2200s in there. Let's see if we can get two 2200s in there. Yeah. Two 2200s will actually sit in there quite snugly.
One thing I've noticed walking by is...
Yeah, so we have to secure them somehow. Even if it's just a bit of balsa or something to... with a strap or something round. But I'm sure we can figure that out. Or you can figure that out. Got plenty of straps and whatnot. We're not going to rely on the hatch to hold them in, like some people do. So yeah, what we'll do is before we start strapping batteries in there, we'll get this run up to make sure it does actually spin up, and get an idea as to how much thrust we get. The servos, I did actually have a quick look at them. There's what servos did we say they were? There's some weird nondescript.
servos I've never seen before.
Yeah, what are they?
Aaron USA.
Hold it still. All turn USA. Whatever that means. Turn it over again. Right. They've actually fitted the servos incorrectly. They've actually had to cut out there. Look, can you see that? I'm just going to show you. So in here, they've actually cut this piece of wood that way and that one that way to get the servos to fit like this. But I seem to remember the servos normally fitted across the way.
Yep.
But anyway, as long as they're secure, that's the main thing. So it's all quite neat and tidy in there. I reckon the receiver went here.
Mm-hmm.
But is that an extra piece they've screwed in or something?
It's laser cut screwed in.
No, it doesn't mean anything though. That's just balsa.
I'm guessing a battery could sit there.
I wonder if they had a battery all the way along. No, a long battery all the way through.
Or maybe they had two big batteries. Because it's as if they had one here and then one here.
I'm not sure. Well, we'll have a play with it anyway. And the other superficial damage to the covering, you might have to bring it closer because I can't do anything.
Yeah.
There's a puncture there and that covering's damaged there. So slap a piece of covering on that.
Even a bit of blind on tape.
No, we put a bit of covering on it because we want it to last a bit longer than 2 minutes. The wing I don't think has got
It's puncture.
Where?
It's got two punctures.
Okay, so it won't be worth recovering that, but just a sticker or something over there just to get it flying. So yeah, you're quite happy with the purchase, aren't you?
Yep.
It'll give you some time to do something.
Maybe a day.
Well, you said you're going to do it this afternoon, didn't you, after lunch?
Mm.
So the first thing I think would be to get a receiver bound and then plugged in just to see what happens. And we get the motor run up outside.
Yep.
See how much thrust we get out of that, even if it's just in our hands to get an idea. On 3S.
2 3Ss.
Well, we can run up on one first to see what it does. If we put the watt meter in between it as well, we'll see how much current it's pulling.
Yeah. Could put the watt meter in there when we've got two on.
We can put it anywhere.
Yeah.
But we'll put the watt meter on it and just see what we get. So yeah, we'll get that sorted out after some lunch. Right, so hopefully that last bit was time lapse of you and getting the model set up, which is now out here. Everything seems to be working fine, all the servos seem to be working fine.
Yeah.
All connected up, all going the right way.
Yes.
Right, up, down, left.
Front is backwards.
Right, sort that out now while we think about it. That's why I say it's always worth checking these things. Right, left rudder, right, up, down, left, right. Okay, so the one thing we haven't done yet is fired up the motor. We've got the watt meter in there. So I'm going to point you at the motor and see what we get.
That's upside down.
Yeah, I can see it's upside down, Ewan.
Ready?
Yep. Right, go again. Okay, so that was pulling in the region of 30 amps. And there's only, I think I saw 300 watts. Just going to stand over it again, Ewan. Just so we can see what wattage it pulls. Go again. So it's just over 350 watts. Which isn't much, really, for that size of aeroplane.
That's done.
So, yeah, okay, well, it works. It might be alright to see what it does. No, but no, put it in the, get it in the air sort of thing, but it won't necessarily be unlimited vertical.
Mm.
But it works. So what we can do now is you can get that back inside and fix all the bits and pieces that you found that you need to fix, like the covering and whatnot.
All I think I need to fix is the covering and get the batteries strapped in.
Okay, well you can do all that and figure out the battery straps and stop the batteries moving around.
CG is just behind. It's here, where it says it should be, if that's
Yeah,
where CG
that
is.
should be about right.
And it's just behind the fixed part of the line. So.
Yeah, so you'll get that sorted out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he's going to do now.
that's it, all sorted as you've just seen on the time lapse. I don't know if you'll be able to tell what I did or not, but what I'd done was at the beginning get patch cover and put on here to fix it. And here got the receiver cable tied in with all the leads tucked down under here, and then the antenna radio thing there. So try and move this without breaking anything. If you bear with me. And if I don't trip over everything else in the garage. In here, I've got 2 batteries held in with the strap and a bit of foam and a bit of wood. The bit of wood's glued in so they can't slide back, and a bit of foam just to stop them going back any further. On the wing, to fix the little hole Dad was talking about, just put a sticker. But yeah, so that's it, ready to fly. The next video will probably be it at the field getting test flown. But yeah, next video probably getting test flown. If you're liking this sort of content, leave a like. If you haven't already, subscribe. And from me, nobody else in the workshop, I'll see you in the next one.